Chris here with another episode of What's on My Van. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of What's on My Van. Today I'm going to talk about something that is very perplexing, very complicated, and I spent hours upon hours researching, reading everyone's post on the Samba, just trying to find out what would be best for me in my situation. And what I'm talking about is the suspension in my 1985 Wolfsburg edition Westy Weekender. From the factory, the 1985 models had the highest ground clearance. Not sure why, but that's what I've heard. So what I went with is a set of the GOWESTY zero lift springs, which were a fantastic upgrade, as it's just starting to sprinkle here. A fantastic upgrade. They seem to handle a lot better than the stock springs did. While I was in there, I also did the shock absorbers. The stock was just way too flighty, so what I decided to do was to get a set of Koni red adjustable shocks, and I might have it written down somewhere, the setting I use for the fronts and setting for the rear, but I would have to look for that. If I can find it, I will put that in the video description. Then so 7 years ago, I think I did the engine swap to the Rocky Mountain Westy swap for the Subaru 2.5, and about the same time or the next year or the year after that, I kind of went crazy with upgrades on the van. One of the things I did was all the suspension stuff, but I also did the bushings. Now, I replaced every bushing in my van, every rubber bushing in my van with Powerflex. Some people complain about squeaking and that kind of stuff. I honestly didn't get any of that. I don't hear it anyway. But my van, for whatever reason, is quite noisy. I'm not sure, I'm assuming they all are, with the cabinets creaking and all that kind of stuff. So I have not noticed any squeaking with the bushings, but whatever. The next thing I did for suspension, before I forget, if you're not going to do anything else with the Powerflex bushings, definitely replace your steering rack bushings with the Powerflex. That made a humongous difference in steering feel. It just tightens the whole thing right up, and it feels great. There's no harshness or anything like that. It's just a super simple upgrade. It's like a 10mm socket, and I think that's it. Maybe a pry bar, but that's a super easy, like a less than an hour job. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. The last thing I did, which was last year, was I ordered the upgraded front swaybar from Chris at T3 Technique, and I also got the upgraded Endlinks for those as well, because I figured what the hell, I'm in there anyway. And this setup has been absolutely great. It rides down the road like a freight train. I love it. I absolutely love it. If you have just a tin top vanagon that's lighter than mine, or if you have a full camper that's heavier, it might not work well for you. I can't attest to that, but if you ever see me in an event with my van and you want to go for a ride just to feel the suspension or whatnot, just certainly, just come over and say that I said it was okay. And we can go for a ride. Be fun. I'm going to be at the Westies at Watkins event next weekend in Watkins Glen, New York. I highly suggest that you go. I sent out details in my last newsletter. I emailed that out a couple weeks ago, I think. But yeah, I'll have my van there if you want to go for a drive. I'm certainly down for it. So here's a couple of pictures of the suspension work that I did. Now, as you can see, it's got the Powerflex bushings right there. You can see Chris's fantastic sway bar, heavy duty Endlinks, the GOWESTY springs, and the Koni red adjustable shocks in this view here. So in conclusion, I would definitely recommend the upgrades that I did. I'm happy with them. And if you like this video, I would encourage you to check out the other videos in the same series, the What's on My Van series. It's been a fun little exercise that I've been working on. I still need to crank out a few more episodes before it gets too cold and I put this beautiful girl away for the winter. Please press that up thumb button that's in the YouTubes, and if you would like to see more of these, subscribe. That really helps me build my numbers and bring more of this kind of stuff to you. Plus I get to have fun doing it. So, but anyhow, thanks again for watching, and be careful out there.